episode 8 of Bad Dads. Wait, episode 8? Woohoo! Now I remember. Okay, episode 8 of Bad Dads. Please welcome Ron and Josh. I said, please welcome Ron and Josh. Poopy.
Ew.
You know what time it is.
That's right. We at the Bad Dads studio.
We are here, and you're there.
Yeah.
But don't be square.
Nah. But if you eat fruit, eat a pear because there's two of them.
That's good that you nailed that because I had nothing.
Thanks. You got nothing after
I
the.
had no other rhymes. Pear. Is there in?
Well,
Fair.
luckily we
Dang it.
didn't run out of time
No.
since you're out of rhymes. Lemon or lime. Mm-hmm.
I gotta keep practicing.
That's all right. You'll get there.
Well, as the introduction, hot sizzling introduction there.
Let me tell you, they come in hot. Those are the prodigies, right?
Yes.
The prodigies, the young ones, the grasshoppers will become the masters. No, that's the saying, right? Grasshopper
Mhm.
has become
Yeah.
the master. Yeah, that was outstanding.
Yeah.
What you guys don't know is that was actually Ron and I with just AI. We had operated
Those
it
are
in-
avatars.
Yeah, they were not Ron's children at all.
Mm.
Those are so. Leave it in the comments what you thought about it, right?
Yeah. I thought
how-
it looked good.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
I liked your hair and your
yeah.
bangs.
in doing the spin, I had practiced
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
spin for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It went, and then I came back.
Well, yeah, that was take 6, 7.
6 or 7?
I think
Or was
one
it
of those. Yeah, there's a lot of takes.
4? There was a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't think it was 4. It wasn't 1.
4, 1.
But no, like 6, 7. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
I think it was 6, 7.
Yeah. But
I
no, that was good. So yeah, episode 8.
love that, man. That was great. This is it. We're going, man. Episode 8. I dig it.
So there's really nothing I don't think for special for number 8. Pop
First of
culture
all,
wise. Pop culture wise.
oh man,
culture-wise.
you saw where I
No,
was
no,
about to go.
yeah,
Don't
no.
you dare.
For every episode here is special.
Thank you.
I just mean pop culture wise. I don't think there's I don't know if 8 is associated with anything. But in either case, we're here. And I don't know. We have an interesting current topic, perhaps.
Yeah, man.
In this episode, it's and this is something we've kind of set up for those of you that have followed the first or followed and listened since early episodes. You know, some of the content on here will be real time.
Yeah.
Right. So something that came up during the week or during the day, you know, and this was something that really came up a couple of days ago, I think, for me. And I was thinking about the podcast at the time that it came to mind. I'm like, okay, that's maybe a good topic. So we were talking about it here before we recorded. And that is the topic of being on guard, slash maybe, or hyphen, never off duty as dads, and how some of it. So for last week when we talked to Brian, our guest, and we were kind of talking about the differences between our generation and the previous generation, I was reflecting on that a bit because that has still stuck with me, and I've really enjoyed getting to know Brian and talking to Brian. But I was thinking more about the differences in generation and how I forget what it was that struck me, other than I was watching a documentary on serial killers.
Let's just talk about it for a second. And for the group, it is not, it wasn't like Frosted Flakes with like a knife through it with like sketched in red crayon.
Not a meme.
Not a meme serial killer. We're talking about like, what'd you say, Dahmer?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
So if you're hungry, it's terrible.
I don't know what cereal brand to insert. I shouldn't be laughing about it because it's a tragedy.
I know.
But it was a good joke. I don't know how we're going to segue this one.
So serial killers.
Yeah.
Right, you were looking at.
There was a lot of things going on in my mind, as there always is, and I was reflecting on the podcast and had been, and thinking about then versus now. And I don't watch serial killer documentaries. Do you? Or does Bree? Like Dateline?
I'm like the documentary guy. My in-laws.
They like the serial killer.
No. They are Dateline. They have date night at Dateline.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're about it.
Oh.
And they were just recently over, and they told me 3 different stories. And then it gets me all locked in.
Okay. So
Dateline, NBC.
That's the secret to a long marriage, I think.
Yeah. Different ways that you could potentially murder.
Hey, I think the guilty pleasure. Yeah. So you want to watch like another way to kill me?
Get the piece of cake. Use the knife. Wait, I'll get the knife.
Yeah.
Just you sit down.
No. Let me do it.
Yeah.
Let me serve you.
So yeah, I love documentaries. I have gotten stuck on a few of them only because there's a part of me that like wants to understand the mindset if there's something to understand there. But yeah, that's me. I kind of look at those from time to time.
I enjoy documentaries. I watch them sparingly. I don't, as a rule, watch this Dateline serial killer ones.
Yeah.
It's not for lack of interest. I just maybe I play too much Call of Duty instead. I don't know. or Fortnite.
That's what's
I was gonna bust out an emote, but I can't think of them. I'm not good enough. I don't have the coordination to bust out. Oh, there's like the dun, 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 dun. All right. So it must have been like
a shameless plug, right?
Yes. Fortnite sponsors us.
Yeah, they're not aware, but
no,
they do.
They will be aware someday.
Yep.
And it must be like an anniversary or something of the Jeffrey Dahmer arrest. I don't know, because it was in a news feed. So I think opened like a homepage of a browser, and it was in the news feed, and something in the headline caught my eye. For whatever reason, I was like, oh, I didn't know that, and it might have been kind of like a. Now that I think about it, like a, like never before seen footage of an interview with him. So anyway, I clicked on it. I would think I was eating lunch at my desk, and I clicked on it and started watching it and realized. So I think the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing happened in the mid 90s, maybe early mid 90s. So I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was like Luke and Nathan's age, right? So I'm not paying attention to what's going on in the news. All I ever heard about was the guy ate some people, no big whoop, right? Whatever.
It's fine. Protein.
Sometimes you get hungry.
Adult.
Yeah. And
God, these jokes, they're awesome but terrible.
Yeah, you'd think after 8 episodes
that we would somehow, but nope, here we are.
No, doesn't get any better. But I watched it, and then one thing led to another. I didn't start eating people.
Okay.
No, I watched another one.
Yeah,
and in that one, it was another serial killer documentary. But the comment in one of the interviews was, then we started locking our doors.
Mm-hmm.
And that just set me off on a whole stream of consciousness and thinking about a just series of things, and how I feel like our generation, right? So we're talking to Brian, what it was like for your dad, right? And we're kind of talking about the then versus now, but that gave a new meaning to then versus now, and it was a whole rush of thoughts. And what occurred to me is our generation, right? So if you're a dad right now of kids anywhere from little kids to teenagers, you're never off duty. And I mentioned video games, Fortnite, Call of Duty, but like the irony is, right, your kids could be getting bullied, harassed, whatever, 10 feet away.
Right.
The next room over. Our parents' generation didn't have to worry about that. We have to worry about what's online, what's in video games, what's in social media. That never stops. Yes, we can tell our kids to shut it off, but it's not sufficient anymore that you come home and when your kids are in the confines of your home, that they're safe, because they can be accessed at any moment. And then I started thinking about, that's how we are for our jobs. Our work can access us at any moment. Now, and it's not to say that jobs, 30 years ago in our parents' generation couldn't call them at home, but that wasn't a thing. If it's an emergency, right, or something serious happened, or hey, we're on a deadline, but you didn't have your laptop's fan blowing in your crotch.
Right. Yeah.
While you're sitting on your couch. Like, our parents didn't have a laptop fan blowing in their crotch watching Dateline. Right?
Looking up Jeffrey Dahmer things on the thing while they're watching Dateline.
Yeah, they weren't even able to fact check Dateline. It's like, that's on TV. I guess that's what's going on. Versus, hey, Google, what's going on? Is this true? So we're always on.
Always.
We're on for work. We're on guard for our kids. We can't let our guards down. And then even just sort of like securing the perim, our houses. We got alarms.
Got ring cameras,
multiple ring cameras. Some people might have firearms in addition to it, and I get alarms have been around a long time. Firearms have been around a long time, but we got cameras on security equipment. Our kids sometimes have freaking watches on their wrists or Gap phones or whatever. Like, hey, where are they going? What are they doing? We never shut off as parents. And I think that's cliche. I think the moms would say that. Like, I can never shut it off. Like, I am always thinking about things. But it's different, right? Our parents weren't worried about cyberbullying.
Yep.
They're not worried about, hey, who are you talking to on social media?
Not worried about
who are you gaming with?
Predators, praise. Is that person that you're talking to on the headset, on the thing, like, are they 14 or are they this? You know what I mean? Like,
and so that's what came rushing to my mind. So I was jotting down a bunch of notes, but it really hit me in that moment after 42 years and being a parent for 17 years. I finally kind of got it, I think. I feel like that's what is one of the key differences, again, reflecting on last episode with Brian, of why maybe we're kind of misaligned with our parents' generation, like why we don't get each other. And I know every generation will say that, but
sure.
And I'm not taking anything away from our parents' generation, but it's just sort of like you were, I'm sure, were on guard in the way you thought you were on guard all the time.
At that time, yeah.
But again, it never stops now.
It's
heavy.
Okay. I was just going to say, I was like, what were we describing it as? And it's like, it is this weight.
Yeah.
Right. This heaviness that's upon us because then this never stops.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Because of this and wanting to do, and it all comes from good places, right? It all comes from good places, wanting to be able to protect your family, wanting to be able to grow with your family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be at your job, financially or spiritually, right? Being able to ensure faith is there, because that's another piece to it too. Like, oh my gosh, am I leading them the proper way? I should be leading them, and da da da. Like, just this weight of always and the next thing. And so, at least for me, like, things I have to work on is like when I lay my head down at night, is to control, like, not control, but to shut off that part of me. Like we were talking a little bit earlier about every emotion, can be seen as a gift, right? But we hyper focus on the one side, right? So when I put my head down to sleep at night and I started thinking about my day, and a number of beautiful things happen, but there's always what I could have done, or the way I could be a better father is this way. I could be a better husband is this. And the way it could be, like, why didn't you get after that and make that real? Why, right? Like, you want to I'm gonna start doing reels for bad dads people. I got the access code. It's going down. But like having all these sorts of things and going through that list. And so when I get that though, it's just like, no, wait, like but you have this awareness of the opportunity of what you can do tomorrow. Right. So in every emotion that you receive, there's something better. We were talking about insecurity a little bit, right? Like, but insecurity could be a gift, right? Sort of leading us to what we are right here and right now. Without going down that rabbit hole, probably pop up later. But yes, it's a heavy weight. It's a heavy weight to be able to be on guard all the time. And eventually it's going to lead to, whatever, like burnout or things of that nature. But for you, it inspired this creative work. I'm gonna make you do it. I'm gonna make you do it. Doesn't have to be right now, but I'm gonna make him do it. I'm not even gonna say what it is. I'm gonna let you tee that up. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, yeah, maybe future content. It's sort of what would you call that? Like it's an homage or it's like a gift to our generation as parents, and all parents for sure. It's not just our generation, but I think it really it's a poem, and it's really a poem that I feel like is the poem of this generation of parent that like we'll kind of break it down. Like, so I'm not going to do the poem,
yeah,
because this isn't the forum for it, but like break it down, right? So let's all get into this mindset of laying down at night, right, as parents. Okay, so all the parents that are listening, and if you're not a parent, that's cool. Like you can either imagine being a parent or imagine how your parents might think about this, or maybe it's your sister or brother that has kids, right? And so maybe there's kind of like an empathy exercise, but you're laying down at night, right? And let's start with job. That's the easiest one. And I think for men, wanting to be providers, we'll start there. Okay. And we kind of already went through some of this, so it should be easy, maybe visualization. But if you can, if you're driving, don't close your eyes.
That would lead to terrible things.
Yes. Or if you have a Tesla, maybe it's cool. I don't know. If safe to do so, close your eyes. Okay. And just visualize yourself laying down at night and you're thinking about your job, right? I would be willing to bet, and I'll close my eyes here too. For me, I'll just say for me, the first thing I think about is my email. Okay. My parents, yes, they used email at some point, but when I was my kids' age, maybe. But the next thing I think about after email is that laptop fan blowing in my crotch. Because I work from home today. I was like, this is hot. And it is loud.
And breezy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but also sweaty. And so, but I do think about these things. Like, I don't think my parents ever sat on the couch with a laptop fan blowing on their crotch.
Yeah.
And now, not discounting the blessings of working from home and when they are blessings, but right, think about that your parents maybe didn't have. Now think about those emails. Maybe there's a chime on your phone. I do not have that, but the temptation to pick it up and check it. Our parents didn't have that. And then even going into the office now, okay, you go in the office and share papers. Back in their day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but I go in sometimes. I'm like, is there an agenda? Like, what am I supposed to look at? What are we talking about? And we're on a video call and there's nothing being shared. They're like, and we sent these emails and like back in our parents' day, you get in a room with everybody probably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And papers would be shared. Like it's just different. And again, this isn't like good versus bad, and our generation is got it so much harder. It's not meant to be that, except again, the theme here is we're always on guard. Like so at work, right? Like we're on guard, like, oh, what does this customer need? What does my boss need? It doesn't matter day, night, weekend. It never stops as a rule. Now, God bless you if you have a job where you can shut that off. Never let that go.
Yeah.
Never.
Hold on to that.
Yes, that is both like super nostalgic and traditional, but also helps keep you sane. Hold on to that. If you were down on your job that you get a shut off and you don't have to bring it home with you, never let it go.
That's right.
Or if you're looking for something new, find another one where you can do that. But now let's think about with our spouses now before we even go to kids, right?
Yeah.
What are they consuming? What are they being told that husbands should do? Or that they need to do as wives?
Yeah.
Or as moms? Or as working women? And my mom always worked, but I think she was still in a generation where not as many women were in the workforce, right?
Yeah.
That was maybe the generation that really started going, and it was becoming more normal. And now a quick word from our sponsor.
A big thank you to our sponsor, Purchase Green Artificial Grass and Supplies, a local wholesale retail distributor with everything you need, all in one place for not only artificial grass installation, but also modular tile flooring for your garage and or outdoor spaces, be it basketball, pickleball, volleyball courts, and more. With over 65 locations nationwide, Purchase Green is your #1 resource as the Artificial Grass Authority, specialized service and support, and unparalleled product fulfillment. Go to purchasegreen.com to find your nearest location. That's purchasegreen.com. Purchase Green, the grass is greener because we're on your side.
And now back to the show. And if you're a woman listening to this, you don't have to work. I mean, God bless you. Like the home it needs a keeper of the sanctuary, like Wong from Doctor Strange. If you know the reference.
Yes.
Wong was really the keeper of the sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
And not only was he trustworthy, did he keep it clean and safe, but he's hilarious.
Well, and
I love me some Wong.
Another feature that he had is he was always right. He was never wrong.
I mean, what could go wrong? So back to
that was so good.
Back to our
so spouses.
They're never Wong.
They're never Wong.
But very much like Wong. But right, that you have to worry about what your spouse is consuming, right? You have to be on guard. Like, what are the cultural norms they think are now normal? Like, right, what is all of this media or trends or fashion or whatever? I think it all kind of like, it's sort of in a not so healthy way, sometimes synergistically though, works together to where we're like, oh, suddenly we're on guard of like, what kind of husband are we supposed to be and what do they expect now? What's the new TikTok trend of what it is we're supposed to do? I mean,
yeah, why did Chris Hemsworth have to start a show and learn how to play drums with Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, like why is it every time he's on that show and my wife watches it, she's like, I bet all those girls he has to do that with are just excited they get to be around him. Like, I don't why would you think that?
Why would you even say that? Because Thor's drumming with a stick?
Yeah, like it's a drumstick. Big deal. I could buy you that from Albertsons and stick them in the freezer. You can have them anytime you want. Like, drumsticks are delicious.
100%. And you can get them in chocolate, vanilla. Sometimes they have the vanilla with the fudge in the middle of it.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Those are delicious, right? Like, I can get you all kinds of those. Not as equally excited as with him doing the show. That's not insecurity. And again, insecurity is a gift, right? I'm aware that like he's doing his thing. That's cool. But then I went to the mirror and I was like, ain't nothing to worry about, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got it still. You know?
Yeah. Well, and the camera adds, extra muscle.
Yeah. That's what they said. It was like 100 pounds of biceps.
Yeah.
Is what the camera adds. So once I did all the fact checking, because it's here.
Yeah, exactly.
See, circling back to being on guard, like never relentless.
Look at Chris Hemsworth. Yeah. He's not even that.
Yeah, please. It's like a toothpick. He's like
not that.
He's like what
good-looking.
Captain America looked before he got the juice shot or whatever. The shot of the serum.
I thought you said juice shot.
I know, that's why I had to clarify because
Juice.
it's juice shot. Yes,
This
that's
show's
why I had
friendly to all people.
Yeah, all cultures.
Even O.J. Simpson, who was called the Juice. God rest his
Yes,
soul.
Well, yep. I did not know where you were going with that one. But if the glove doesn't fit, you must quit.
That's right.
So
But Chris enough about Chris Hemsworth and it's a fake accent, fake muscles.
Yes.
I don't see what the big deal is. We're moving on.
from
I don't want
Canada.
I don't even want to talk about it
So-
anymore. I don't want to talk about it. Because CGI. So
That's right.
in
So
either case, like our wives, you got to be on guard because you don't know what freaky Australian kangaroo is going to hop across your TV screen. So, and then with your kids, right? Your kids are
that was
you okay?
That was really good, dude. That was a lot of good
Kangaroo
ones.
Jack over there.
Yeah.
Dude is jacked.
Yep. Lots of,
Anyway,
yeah. Moving forward.
CGI.
But kids.
Gaming, social media. And even if your kids don't have social media or even a phone yet, chances are their friends do.
Right.
And it's everywhere. Our parents, I don't think we're at home sitting on a couch or they weren't even recording a podcast. Like, oh, I wonder who they're talking to online. Were they stressed out, like laying in bed on the couch, at work, whatever?
Yeah.
I really don't want them gaming online anymore. I don't want them talking to that kid. I don't want them in AOL chat rooms anymore. Right? So you have to be on guard, even inside the walls of your own home with your kids. And then, right, you just went to back to school night.
Yes.
Okay. Back to school night, instant classic, right? Like,
Gotta be there.
I remember actually going to back to school night, probably because my parents weren't going to leave us home alone. Just run around on the field while we go talk to your teachers, right?
Yep.
I didn't even think they actually went, by the way. I think they dropped us off.
Had
and
date night.
Yeah, went on a date, watched Dateline at home. Then they came back. They're like, dang, this is during Dateline. We cannot miss this because I really want to know how to kill some random person.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, how they did it.
How
How somebody
they
else would do, not how
just
I
trying
would
to
do
understand
it.
the logic.
Yeah.
That's it.
And super interested. And so back to school night, no big deal, right? But let's talk about what our kids do a little bit, right? Remember being dropped off? What sport did you play as a kid?
It was basketball mostly.
Okay, right. So basketball, you probably had practice day or maybe 2 days a week, a game, right? Did you go to basketball camps?
Did not.
Did you have basketball clinics, coaches,
I did
club
go
teams?
to a clinic.
Traveling teams?
No traveling teams, anything like that. It was more like the rec.
Did you watch Steph Curry videos online? Did you watch Dude Perfect?
I
Did
see
you watch
where
the
you're
other
going
dude?
with this. Mm.
Did you have every kid needing to perform at peak Steph Curry all-star level? Or was it recreation sports and you could kind of just I'll sign up and play?
Had a few basketball cards and watched a Laker game when it was on prime time. Right?
Yeah.
And then but that was it, right? You fall in love with the game and then you just play the game at the playground and then, for the rec team and that was it. But there was no emulating or being able to see it or dissect it. Right? Those sorts of things.
Yeah, and so to try to maybe put a little bow on it to walk back through everything, right? We have good jobs, right? I would say nowadays with our kids, we have kids in high school and kids that are getting close to graduating high school. It's almost like college is now par for the course, right? I think when at our age, it was still very, very optional. And it's not to say that it's not optional now, and I think in a lot of ways should be, given that it's become such a machine and productized. But anyway, different episode.
I was going to say different podcast, but I totally am with you.
The point of it, right? So Sarah and I were looking at our college, and how much it costs now. It costs more than 4 times as much per year.
Dude.
All in as when we went.
Same subjects.
Yep. Same degree.
Yeah.
So bear with me now, right? The house that we are in now, when we were kids, this house is worth at least 4 times as much as it was. I think it's technically more than when we were kids, right? But let's keep going. This thing's almost $1,000. Parents didn't have that. My parents didn't have college degrees. Their house wasn't even remotely close. Now, granted, like I get salaries are different.
Sure.
But I didn't have a video game console that connected to the internet. I didn't have a data plan or internet plan to support the internet at the home, or they didn't, right? Nor the plan to support this thing from working, which keeps us tethered to both work and everybody in our lives all the time. And at a given moment, even if our parents had this, I can guarantee I wasn't going to have one.
Oh,
no way
Hard
in
no.
heck they were going to give me one of these things.
Nope.
So it wouldn't have been a thing either that other kids were going to have it, except for that rich kid Ricky. But we're not going to talk about Ricky, okay? Good old Ricky. Might as well have been Australian dude with wielding
you
a
happen to have
camera like a
biceps
Viking.
too.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
okay.
for you.
Yeah.
My wife looking at Ricky too.
Look at Ricky Ticky with the last name Talk. Oh, you created an app TikTok too. So now you're also smart.
And I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. So
let's just move on. Forget enough about Chris Hemsworth.
Enough, Rick, Chris.
But like we weren't paying, or they weren't paying for us to go on these like crazy senior, or like it was not even senior, like middle school trips and high school trips. And there's sports camps, but it's like, I don't remember any kid playing. Maybe high school, somebody played travel soccer, or some kids played travel soccer, but it wasn't like, 10 grand plus. And no, I don't know anyone that had cameras in their home. Maybe somebody had an alarm in their house. I don't think anyone had an alarm in their car. That came at some point. And so anyway, I'm just whining and super old now. But the whole point is like, just think of all the layers of stuff that have been added. The cameras, the phones, the social media, the camps. The kids have to have all this stuff, and they have access to the content. It's like, I need to have that fit. I need to drip. I need to have Riz, right? I got 6, 7 girls at any given time.
That's
they're
right.
blowing me up, sliding in my DMs.
Yeah. Over here like the Temptations.
Yeah.
With the slide.
I mean, is it just my imagination?
It's just my imagination.
Or is it like, it's heavy, man. Like this generation of parent and this generation of dad, like, why is this not that we don't think about things all the time? It's that we're on all the time. It is never shut off. Now, it may be a little bit different, right, than our parents' generation, but we don't even have to have our minds going all the time because our phones are going all the time. Our internet's going all the time. My Ring camera is going off in the middle of the night. So yes, I have a Ring camera, so don't come to my house.
That's how he proposed to his wife.
And I have 4 dogs, thanks to my wife.
Yeah, well, listen.
It's her idea.
Sarah,
if you're watching this,
if you're watching this, Sarah wanted.
She wanted
4 dogs.
4 dogs.
It's the only reason that he went and bought 2 more.
I am going to be sleeping in the doghouse after this post.
Yeah, you went for it. You started that.
But maybe I'll sleep there with Chris Hemsworth.
Looks like Chris Hemsworth. Right where I was going.
So good. So good. No, it's anyway, I think that we are never off duty at this point. And so when we go on vacation or we get a moment where we feel like we can actually, I mean, literally, like tangibly shut it off. right? Like even again, like when I'm relaxing in my house, if my freaking Ring camera goes off, like even my work email, like it's a Friday, I'm not worried maybe about work email, or my kids are asleep, or I know they're not gaming, they're doing super old school stuff. Like I'm still surrounded by all of the things that the previous generation wasn't. And so relating to them I think is challenging in that. But I think we also, because that was our model, I think we don't get it. I don't think we fully come to terms and to grips with how much is always around us. I mean, we talk about it intellectually, we know, but if we actually break it down, is what I was trying to do, is everything is escalated. Everything's more expensive. Everything is like overly, overly watched, overly produced, overly priced, overly competitive, overly everything.
Overly assuming.
And we didn't grow up that way. So nobody prepared us for this.
No.
There was no playbook. We were handed nothing. And so if we start freaking out, or like, again, it's just sort of like, how do you deal with this? There's no playbook for it.
Yeah, I think what's very interesting is no, there isn't. There isn't. Which is beautiful, because I don't think any of the generations had any model. And I think some of it is there's the beauty there, right? Is
true.
Not having a playbook, because a playbook is once you understand the game, then you can start strategizing how to win the game, is the playbook, right? And so so there's a part of me that I love, because it's like, oh my gosh, I have an opportunity to build something here. Like I love being at the state of, so what do I do with this now? Like once awareness is set in, what I have the opportunity to do something about that. And the irony is having all this supposed to bring everyone closer together and absolutely communicate at the highest efficiency ever. But to your point, we're in the same house. And then another one, that was weird. Something happened. I don't know if you guys are going to see it, but something happened on here where we went blank. All right. But I was just at the back to school night. And so it started out in this multi-purpose room, and the principal gets up there and he's chatting, whatever. And one of the things he's talking about is he was like, we actually California had to sign an assembly bill that for kids to go to this junior high, no phones allowed. And they signed it last year.
Yeah.
And what he said is, he was like, and it's been remarkable. They know they have a phone pouch. They put their phone in the pouch. It goes in the thing. They get it right after school. They take it out of the pouch, and you're good. And what he was like, and what he said, and it's been remarkable to watch these kids communicate during passing period, at lunch, and stuff like that. So when I think about all this stuff, and I can't wait for the poem when we do it in the right form, because it's really like a spoken word, and it's mind blowing. And what we just covered right now is, I think, only like 50% of the whole thing, and it's awesome. But when I think about this stuff, it's so what we're always given a choice, and so this weight and carrying this and being on guard all the time, what do we do with that? And I think the reciprocation of it. And the irony is that it'll be needed to be intentional, which therefore is another thing that you're thinking about doing, but is deliberately and intentionally creating moments, just moments, right? With your spouse, saying, I'm the Hemsworth. You know what I mean? With your kids. And
I'm the Hemsworth.
Look here.
Look at my hammer.
I've got a hammer, and that's a symbol.
Hey, I'm not going to let the dingo eat your baby.
That's right. I'm not going to let a kangaroo.
What's a Vegemite? That's what he does. He has his arms like he's cross-country skiing.
Wouldn't you like this, babe, all night? I'm creating a moment.
Throw the shrimp on the barbie.
Yes. Not Ken.
Oh,
Malibu Stacy. That's not the Barbie we're talking about. It's sort of like British and Australian. I don't know what I'm doing.
I feel like I used to be better. But like he sounds fake too.
Oh, he is fake. He's
I don't want to
clearly
talk about Chris Hemsworth anymore.
He's from Kentucky, Canada. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
But no, like what you do, I think that's a challenge, right? Is with that. For me, there's always a way, and not that it needs to be solved here at all, right? But it's just like what the opportunity that we have available to us with the awareness of being on guard and having these things here all the time is to not let that make us miss what's happening right in front of us. Right.
Exactly.
And as dads, go up to your kids and just be like, right now we're taking a walk. Where are we walking to? Like, what's the goal? Because that is a byproduct of be on guard. The next thing. Okay, well, where are we going? What are we doing? No. Leave your phone here. I'm going to leave my phone here. We're just going to go for a walk. What do you want to talk about? Anything. How was your day?
Yeah.
That's it. Like, and what? Like a 50-minute walk? No, just walk around like 15, 20 minutes. Walk around for 5 minutes. But to take those moments, I think can go a long way, because you cannot erase moments. You can always see the new thing that's coming up.
That's right.
The new video gets stuck on the reel for an hour, and all of a sudden we were going to go to bed early, and now it's like, I've been scrolling videos. These videos are super funny. By the way, y'all should check one out. I did a great reel. Check out my Instagram, Josh Turcott. That's right. It's a play on words. It's pretty freaking funny. So check it out. Shameless plug.
You need to.
Thank you. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm going to show that to you, but not on this.
I need to.
See? And collectively,
I'll do it with all those that are listening and watching.
that should be the next podcast.
For real. Doesn't get any better.
You're a real one.
We should reel this in.
Real talk.
This is the real world. 2 people sitting behind microphones.
One show.
Well, I feel good about this.
I feel good about this too. And I like how it's set up, because I'm not going to let any of this go away without understanding that we are at some point going to share that. It's powerful, man. It's good. So I'm looking forward to that, as you all should as well.
Well, until then, like we always say,
just because you're a bad dad sometimes doesn't mean you have to stay one.
Yeah.
Good
to see everybody.
Bye.